Rejection hurts. And I know this may sound like the most obvious thing ever, but I personally want to tell you that rejection hurts. And rejection can come from a lot of things. It could come from friendships, your dream job, your dream school, scholarships, relationships, anything. And in my case, I've experienced all of them. But the one that I am going through most recently is this one. I am not entitled to anything on earth. I am not guaranteed anything here on this earth. The only thing that I am guaranteed in this life is eternity with Christ, and that is only because I have accepted Him into my life as my Lord and personal Savior. I believe He died on the cross for my sins, so that is my guarantee of eternity, because I have chosen to believe and accept that. But without those things, I'm not entitled to go to heaven. So if I'm not entitled to go to heaven without those things, what do I expect to get here on earth? And some people like to hype me up and tell me otherwise, that, you know, because you're so smart and you get good grades, you're bound to get this and you're already going to get that. But fam, just because I am smart and I get good grades, it doesn't mean that I am entitled to get awards. I'm not entitled to get 100% on every test. I'm not entitled to get into my dream school, and I am not guaranteed to get a dream job. And just because I am talented, it doesn't mean that I am going to win every photo competition that I enter, every spoken word competition, or every public speaking competition there is. And sometimes when we apply for jobs, we may be able to tick off all of the job description requirements. We have everything that they're asking for. But there's always a certain detail, a little extra that the company is looking for that we just do not have. And my entitled thoughts couldn't understand that. They couldn't understand why I was being rejected. And every time I would receive those emails, I would just skim through and my eyes would only see two words: reject and regret. And then I would throw myself a pity party and say, oh, it's because you're not good enough is why you were not able to be accepted. And then shame would choke me up, and then I would tell myself I'm never applying to that company again because I don't think I ever will be able to face them. And I would lose so much confidence at the time. I would sit down and go through all the documents I sent in, and I would take off everything and say, yes, I have this, boom, I have that. I have everything that they asked for. I have all of the qualifications, so I am supposed to get that job. Subconsciously, I would think that I am entitled. But you see, that's the problem right there. I'm saying yes, 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 I have all of these things, but I was not confident. Instead of being confident in myself, and confident in my abilities, I was confident in the facade and preconceived notion of entitlement. So how do I get rid of this mindset and face my rejection head on? Well, first of all, I allow myself to be hurt. I allow myself to cry because I am human, and that is how I deal with my emotions. I cry. But then after that, I thank God. I don't know, that may sound like the holiest thing I could say, but fam, I literally thank God. Because every rejection, every response that I did not receive, that's a blessing. especially if it's something I prayed about beforehand, because that tells me that those places weren't for me, or it just wasn't my time. And when I think about that, you know, a sense of peace starts to just flow in my heart and in my mind. And then I have the courage to do number 3. And that is, if at first I don't succeed, I try and I try again. And I know this is starting to sound like these cliche speeches, but I don't think you understand. I say this to people and myself so many times, but I don't think I've allowed the words to really sink into my brain. Those words are powerful. Those words are mandates. Those words are self-motivation. You know what that's telling me? That's telling me despite all the rejection that I am receiving right now, I am still going to try again. Even when I feel mentally, physically, emotionally, creatively burnt out, I am going to get up and I am going to try again. But then what happens after you try and you try again and you still are rejected, or you still don't receive any response? Aren't you going to feel tired, frustrated, angry, and just fed up? Yes, you will. But instead of becoming pitiful or resenting the company or the people and just wanting to lash out and be angry, transform that energy into something positive. Like something like motivation, whether it be to yourself or other people. Something like what you're hearing right now. This isn't like my previous video where I spoke about rejection and then at the end I told you guys some good news about me receiving an internship. Completely opposite this time. I have been rejected. I have not even been given a response, and some people just said they don't have any open positions at the moment. I wanted this video to be as authentic as possible. I didn't even expect it to come out like a poem, but here it is. Oh gosh. Different things happen at different times for different people. But your time will come. I don't know where I will be working, when I will be working, or who I will be working with, but I know that the place that God has for me is somewhere, something wonderful, and I will work hard. I will try my best to do that job well. And this isn't a video that was meant to be pitiful, or me seeking pity, or me wanting to lash out and call out different companies and all of that negative energy. No, this is me simply wanting to tell someone who is going through a season of rejection, a season of waiting for whatever reason, that we are twins. We are literally twins right now. But before I finish, I was thinking about this email that I received, the rejection, of course, and I didn't understand what it was trying to say. Before, it was mainly me just, you know, instantly seeing rejection and just, you know, bypassing it, but I also really didn't understand what they were trying to say, especially when they spoke about detail. But after I, you know, built up all of my frustration and I pushed it into what you are hearing today, I wrote it in my spoken word book. After, you know, letting out all of that, I came to a realization, or rather my mindset changed. I may not have a specific trait, ability, or a certain detail that company is looking for. But what I do have is a specific trait, ability, detail that a company is looking for. I just haven't met them or found them as yet. I don't know about you, But that right there is powerful. I don't know where I will end up, and if I do end up somewhere, maybe I will make a video about it, who knows. But in the time being, I will be praying, I will be searching, and I will be trying and trying until I am successful. And so should you. So don't you ever, ever, ever give up. Thank you.